Hi guys, welcome to Live with Vi, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Hey guys, happy Thursday and welcome to Live with Vi. I'm really excited today to talk about something that I think most of us struggle with, and if we don't have it, we still struggle with it. About belly fat. And during this lockdown, a very close friend of mine, actually, she's one of my closest friend's sister, she became a certified yoga instructor. And hello, Rashi, back to you. So I thought it'd be great to have her on this week, since I don't know if you guys like me have binged and eaten everything in your sites in Diwali, but I did. And I'm actually back to my workout routine and regime. That's why I got Dimple on Tuesday to talk about what we can do with Ayurveda for belly fat. And today I think was a great opportunity for Amira to come on and talk about what yoga poses we can do to kind of burn the belly fat, get rid of it, make sure we have a more toned and flat belly. I think that's every girl's dream. If it's not your dream, kudos to you. So it's not a struggle for you, but that's my dream. I like to have my belly flat. I like to work on it. And if you see Amira, she has 2 kids, you would not be able to tell. And she has a fantastic way of, teaching us how to lose that or burn that fat. So let me wait for her to come online. But in the meantime, I just want to let you guys know how you guys are doing. I've been doing good. Today is 26 November. We were here in the midst of the entire attack when it was happening, and it was it's an important day for us to kind of remember and appreciate what we have now. Today is even Thanksgiving for guys who are logging in from the States. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I think during this lockdown, more than anything else, it has taught us how to practice gratitude and how to be thankful for all the things that we have, for all the things that we had access to, for all the things that we could do, for all the people that were there to help us. I think this year more than any other year, it is so important to practice gratitude. It's so important to give thanks. It's so important. Honestly, I can't emphasize how important it is to feel grateful with the life that we've had. Ridhima has just logged in. I'm just going to add her. On that note, if you guys are sitting with clenched jaws, since Rashi is on, clenched jaws, tense shoulders, let it all go, let it relax. And we're going to talk with Ridhima, Amira, about how we can. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Very good.
Very happy to be here.
I know.
I think since you announced my live, I've already got like 10 requests. And I'm like, I had to go live with a way sooner. Why have I waited? Seriously, huh?
So I'm also ready in the workout gear, but I'm going to make you work out. So at least I can ask questions and read questions, because now, right, the whole live screen has changed. So I have to actually swipe up to read the questions. So this is not how the live screen used to be, right? We could read the questions at one time, but now I have to swipe up to read the questions. So even though I'm ready with you, I still want to make you do the workout. So
You're forever ready, right? You're working from morning to night. I don't work out so much.
I am forever ready. I was just telling everyone before you logged in that I'm very happy for people who don't think it's important to have a toned, flat tummy. Kudos to them, because they're not getting up saying, oh God, I have to work out. Oh God, I have to do this. Oh God, I have to do that. I cannot see
Some people are very genetically blessed also. They don't really have to do much.
You're telling
They're very
me?
lucky.
My mom.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm
lucky.
Although for me, workout is not a struggle, because I love working out. So it's not like, be it yoga, be it running, be it SoFit. I love working out because now how much energy I have.
Yeah. You don't need it. It'll probably calm you down. You need to like how kids, especially boys, we make them run like that. Why we need to make you burn all your energy so that you calm down.
so that I'm relaxed at the end of the night.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
true.
so thrilled doing with this. I'm so glad this is the perfect week because a lot of people binged during Diwali. Our Ayurveda belly fat, we had so many questions, as to what we should do. We just did a belly fat thing on Ayurveda on Tuesday. So I think this tied
Okay,
up beautifully. So,
great.
Ridhima slash Amira, tell us a little bit about yourself and then we can get right into it. It's 7:01, so I think it's the perfect time.
Okay, great. Hi, guys. So I'm Amaira Kishnani, and I have just started teaching yoga. Now it's around like 8, 9 months. I literally started during lockdown. I have 2 kids. I got very much like a calling, got inspired when I was pregnant with my second baby. And the second I delivered in my month 2, I started my teacher training in Ashtanga Yoga, where I even specialized in postpartum. So
So
currently I
Ridhima,
am
I want
still
to ask you
studying.
this question. Amira, I want to ask you.
Sure.
I'm going to call her Ridhima because Nupur calls her
No,
Ridhima.
no, what rubbish, my, it's yoga with Amaira. Please call me
Okay.
Amaira.
So, Amira, I wanted to ask you one thing which a lot of people message me before this live happened. And I think we should
Okay.
address that. People keep thinking if you have a C-section, you cannot have
Yes.
a flat stomach. You will
Yes.
always have the little pouch.
Yes.
Have you had a C-section or have you had a regular delivery? And do you find that that's the tough part to get in? So you were talking about your postpartum yoga, and that's where I want you to like
Right.
kind of talk about.
Okay, so I have had 2 vaginal deliveries.
Correct.
Okay. And now I have currently a postpartum class going on, which has pretty much around 20 students. Every student in that batch has had a cesarean delivery.
Okay.
Not a single one besides me is a vaginal delivery. My
Correct.
sister has 3 kids and
Correct.
all 3 cesarean deliveries, and you will see her very soon back in shape. And with the first 2 babies, also she had a flat tummy. So I
Correct.
don't believe there's anything. In fact, I have seen my sister-in-law also with a cesarean delivery. They all bounce back. Pretty much, it's all about knowing how to use your lower belly muscles, your
So
core
that's
muscles, just your pelvic floor.
pelvic
That is
floor.
the key, which honestly, like, we are getting more aware of it now. What
Correct.
happens when you're
Absolutely.
exercising, when you're doing those abs crunches, there are a lot of things like post you deliver. Even if you don't deliver, there's something called diastasis recti, which
Right.
people are not aware of, and they start exercising and they start doing these crunches. What happens with crunches is you're only working your upper body. You get
Correct.
the abs, like if I move myself a little
I was
bit,
just going to say, can you move it back so then we can see the whole body?
trying to
That doesn't
position
sound very right.
myself.
Yes.
And if I
Yes.
bring it like here, this is the ab muscles which get defined very easily. Okay? Extremely easily. And that is all through your ab crunches and everything. But what doesn't work is this. Is
Correct.
this lower
That's
belly
exactly.
pooch, which you completely want flattened. And even if I sit, you don't want that bulge. All
Correct.
right? So what
Absolutely.
happens? Yeah. So what happens is when you're doing something besides yoga, now people are getting more aware that even if you're sitting by in the position where you are, I can make you work out.
Correct. Absolutely.
I don't
I
have to
believe
get
that.
you into planks. I don't have to get you into doing crunches. I don't have to get you doing many things. All I want is a straight posture, a
Correct.
squeezed
Is my
lower
posture
belly.
good enough?
Yes, it's good. And your squeezed core.
Okay.
Now, what do I mean by core? Core can be your belly, your upper belly, your lower belly. I mean your entire. So I'm gonna lower this
Can you
to
show
show you
us?
how I
Yeah.
squeeze it
So
in.
do
Okay.
you mean by squeeze core means your core has to be active all the time, taken in?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm talking about besides eating and sleeping, every time it should be active and engaged.
Okay.
So this was something that, I was doing before I had my kids, before I ever did yoga, very subconsciously. Where
Okay.
there was a time where I'm like, okay, I didn't even know as a kid what it was to lose my stomach out. Why?
Correct.
Because I was taught to do this in school. I went to Arya Vidya Mandir, where yoga
Correct.
was a very prominent thing to do. So
Correct.
I had a complete flat belly, and I thought it was obviously very natural, like this was my tendency. But it
Correct.
was something that I was doing all my life without realizing I was engaging my core.
Okay.
Not realizing. So now what you're doing, why you're trying to engage, but you're sucking in your breath. And it's showing. Like, I can see what you're
Correct.
doing the core, but you're not able to, like me. My core is sucked in, but I can do pretty much everything, and you won't even
Correct.
realize that I've tucked my core in. So that happens with consistency and practice. I can't immediately tell like my students, I'm like, suck in your core, be your core, and they all are like, can we breathe?
Yeah.
Yes, it does take time. It does. I'll just position myself. Huh.
Yeah.
So it takes time, but you have to be very constantly aware that your core is tucked in and continue doing your things.
Okay. That
You know
lower
what I
belly.
mean? Like,
Correct.
it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm squeezing. Like, I can see you. You're squeezing your belly, and it's showing that, okay, you're squeezing your belly. It has to come very naturally, and that will come if you do it on a daily basis.
Correct. I actually do it on a very, very regular basis because like
Right.
for us it has to be
Sorry.
squeezing our butt, our glutes and our stomach.
Yes.
So for us it's a
So today I will
like
teach you
it's
all
all the time.
my few little secrets also, which will make it very easy for you all to follow this.
Ridhima, we can't see. Can you make the cameras on the side so we can see? How are you placing yourself? This is how you're sitting. Okay. Okay, great.
I'm trying to position myself so I can see me, and then later on I'll change my posture.
Move back a bit, na, so we can see your yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Yeah. So now you're squeezing your belly. Now all that I want. Okay. Now there's something called a pranayam. You all have heard of pranayams. That is
Correct.
breathing. Okay. So there is one basic pranayam which is called Kapalbhati.
Correct.
So what you do in Kapalbhati, you take one hand. I'll make you do it right. Take one hand, your left hand on your belly. Take the other hand and take your right hand, right palm. Guys who are watching, you all can do this along with us. And place it on your right thigh.
Correct.
Now you're going to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath with me. And you're going to now breathe out from your nose forcefully and start taking contractions in your belly.
In your stomach.
So
yeah.
it's
Okay, so Ridhima, do
okay,
you
now this is
start your
something
morning with this, or you can do this any time of the day? Is there
you can
a
literally
specific-
do this anytime. I won't even give you a specific time frame because they will be like, "Arey, now it's afternoon, that means I can't do this."
But
Do
tell
not
me
do any
something,
belly exercises. Keep a good gap, a 1 hour
After
gap
meal.
at least. Yes.
But
So-
do they have to do a specific number of times? Or is it, even if you do 10?
No, honestly, you start with, I'll tell you how I've started my students within my class. You start with 5 breaths. Each
Okay.
breath allows you 20 strokes.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 breath, 20 strokes, 5 breaths, you go on. Now,
Okay.
5 is what a beginner starts with.
Okay.
A person with issues in the sense of diabetes has to do around 700 for it to be very effective.
So 700 Kapalbhatis in a at a time?
Yes, consecutively for Kapalsi, pranayams hit the right spot.
Correct.
Pranayams can get your thyroid in control, pranayams can get
Absolutely.
diabetes, blood pressure, a lot of things. But today we are talking about the belly buster, the belly cruncher, the core
Correct.
puncher, the soccer punch. What is a soccer punch? When somebody just does this and squeeze, you squeeze that belly in immediately. But you
Right.
do that while breathing. So this is my gut completely squeezed, my core squeezed. When I'm breathing, I'm talking, I'm sitting, I'm doing whatever I want to, but my
Correct.
core is engaged. I don't slouch. I sit straight. Posture. I don't leave my core loose. My
Got it.
core, and core, I also mean my lower belly. So what
Yeah.
happens also that I want to talk to you guys, there's so much to say in such a little time. Beginners, what they tend to do when I talk about core pulling, they will
It's
just
stomach.
squeeze their upper belly in. This is what is
But
going to happen.
Amira, when you do a C-section, they say that muscle, that lower pouch that you talk about, loses that connection, right? With for us
Even
to
with
see.
the vaginal, that's it's not a cesarean thing.
Okay,
Even with the
so I just
vaginal,
want to
it's very
clarify that
easy to
because
have.
there's correct.
It's about using. So what happens when people get pregnant, right?
Right.
They tend not to use. What do? We stand like that. We
Yeah.
slouch. Posture goes for a
Goes
toss.
out of the
Your
window.
core
Yes.
muscles are not being used for 9 months. If you don't use
Correct.
your wrist and suddenly you start writing with a pencil, you'll not be able to, right?
Correct.
That's the
Absolutely.
same thing with your core. If for 9 months you're telling me you're not going to use that the core muscles, and then suddenly tell you, "Chalo, abhi plan kar do." Nahi hoega. Or come on, let's get a flatter tummy. It's not going to happen. You have to work on those things.
Correct. So the first tip is Kapal. First tip is your posture and your core engaged. Okay, constantly
Yes.
active.
Eating, besides eating and sleeping, whichever activity you're watching TV, sit up straight, squeeze your belly, and belly. Okay, like what I said earlier, belly for beginners will happen just here.
Yeah.
The lower belly, which is this, is going to squeeze in with time.
Okay.
Okay, so you take this, you squeeze it, just open it a little bit more. You take it and you squeeze. So you learn to curl your pelvic inside. It comes.
Riddhima, you're stuck. Hello?
Somebody has to really take
Riddhima,
time.
you were stuck. Can you go back? You were stuck. So when you talk
Can you
about
see me now?
yeah, now we're fine.
Yeah. So you're supposed to basically, you saw me curling my pelvic in, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So this happens with time. And
Okay.
people who are into weights or into like doing complete ab crunches, they are still not aware of what this is.
Correct.
This happens with you being aware of your muscles are divided. There's an upper belly, there's a lower belly. They are not connected. It's very easy to work on your upper belly. The lower belly is the clincher.
Correct. Absolutely.
And it's not impossible. It's very, very, very much possible.
Absolutely. Okay, so the first one was our posture and active core. Second is Kapalbhati. Okay, tell us the third one. The third
Okay,
trick.
and Kapalbhati, like I said, start with 5. Now another thing. Suppose you're exercising and you also, suppose I'm just standing or sitting, something like this, and you are talking, eating, and you have a cold and you're not able to do the breathing pranayama. Something has word which is called shh. Why say shh? Just say shh. Can you see it?
I can feel it.
Game changer, as easy as this.
Oh, that's
so if
fantastic.
I'm holding a posture like this and I'm taking it up and I go shh, shh, shh,
Oh.
shh. Can you see?
Automatic.
I'm not doing anything with my nose. My nose is blocked. But I can still work on my abs by just a word. When you say shh, it directly works on your belly.
On your,
So
that's a superb tip.
Yeah. So I thought I would share with you guys because it's something as simple as shh, 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 shh. You're yelling at your children and saying shh, and your core is working. It can't get better than that, right?
Absolutely, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this something, even when you're doing your own exercises, like suppose you're doing, okay, I will just demonstrate one small thing where we're doing knees, okay, to your chest. And
Yeah,
you're in a very stable position. And you go shh, 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 shh.
So after taking your knees and you do the shh, shh, shh.
You can do it on any posture where you're even lazing. You're lying down on the bed. Shh, shh, shh. I'm talking to you. Shh, shh. And my belly is working. You guys can all try it out. Whoever is following and watching, this is, trust me, a game changer.
This is absolute. So I never knew about this, and this is fantastic. So while talking to someone, if you're listening silently, you can continue doing that.
Just like how people chant, they meditate, they sit in one corner. It's like a chant, like, and you will see your belly. So you don't even. I'm talking about people who have a cold and they don't want to do the nasal thing. People who find breathing, they're not used to inhaling and breathing out so much from their nose. Like people who do gymnasiums or they're not used to nose breathing. It's not something which is easy. So people who are used to breathing from their mouth, this is like something also which really works and it can do wonders.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know that. I agree, Pooja. AK, it's amazing. The shish. I agree completely. Okay,
Yes.
then tell us the next. So you give
Okay,
us three
also I would
tips.
like to
What's the fourth?
add one very strong thing which I should have added before we start. There's nothing called spot reduction.
Ah,
You
yes.
cannot come and tell me hi. Like
I
I
want
have
to.
done that to people in the past. I just messaged seeing somebody's crazy abs, like, because I'm not into weights. My body is my weight, and I'm like, I want that. But I want it only for my belly. I'm happy with the rest. So even the trainer laughed at me and said, darling, I can't do spot reduction. Even with yoga, there's no spot reduction. What is very important, again, if you're talking about abs, is cardio.
Correct.
What people don't realize is you can define your muscles, you can define your abs muscles, but it will not show if there is not a consistent weight loss.
So,
Yes?
but that's what I'm asking you. Can you get that weight loss with just doing these belly exercises, or you have to change I mean, I know the answer. You have to change your food intake as well, right?
70%
Yes,
diet, 30% weight.
30%. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is very important for what you take in. Abs are made in the kitchen. You can tone it, you can enhance it, you can completely, make it pop out by doing the exercises, because only if you control your diet, your abs will not get defined. It is definitely a partnership, but what you
Correct.
eat makes all the difference. Every trainer, every instructor,
Will tell.
every teacher works with a
Absolutely.
nutritionist. You cannot work without the food.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
And
completely
every
agree with
body
you.
type is different. Like with me, if I have this slim body, I won't have defined abs if I don't zip my mouth. Not even zipping, I eat right and I work on my belly a certain way.
Right. Okay, so tell
Yeah.
us about the fourth trick. Three tricks you told us. That Shushuta was amazing. Tell us the fourth trick.
Okay, planks usually are amazing, but now how do you work on a plank? The key, okay? One is, I wish you can see me correctly here.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going
we
on
can.
a palm plank right now. Okay, so what happens is
No,
we tend to be
Amira, move a little back. Yeah,
move a little bit back.
yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
So if I'm on a plank here, I'm on a plank. Okay, now what we tend to be is on so much of our toes. The
Okay.
entire ball of our toes. What I want you all to go on to is your tippy toes.
Tippy toes.
That is
Okay.
also a game changer, and I will show you in terms of my posture. So I'm on my toes right now, squeezing my belly, and suddenly I'm on my tippy toes. So what happens? Immediately, my shoulders come front, my core is tucked in, my gait straightens up.
Okay, got it. But
When
that is tough.
when you're on these toes, you're still relying on different parts of the body. When you go
Right.
on your tippy toes, it's no longer your legs that is taking a support, it's your core.
Can you just show your leg with the camera movement down? The reason I'm saying, because on when this goes on YouTube, at least it becomes clear what you're talking about. Just your toes, if you
So
can.
I'll only show my leg part,
Yeah,
I'll
only
do it
show.
in the other opposite direction.
Exactly.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
So right now I'm on the ball
On
of
the ball
my
of your feet.
toes.
Correct.
And what I want is you all
Got
to
it.
go on this.
Oh, got it.
This also comes with practice, but if you see anybody who is doing an advanced level yoga, you will understand that the edge of the toes is where you leave your leg support. Then comes your core, and that is the perfect Kumbhasana that you can do.
So
Kumbhasana is your plan.
So when you go on your tippy toes, automatically I saw your whole posture change from the side when you did it, because
It completely, because your shoulders move forward. So immediately your core takes in the entire weight.
Correct.
So you're engaging from your lower belly to your upper belly to your torso.
That's fantastic. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is charming Desert Rose. She did do it on the side. Anyways, I will save the IGTV so you can again come back and watch it. It'll be on YouTube.
And you guys should try it on yourselves. Like we're usually doing a normal plank. Just immediately go on to your edge, your edge of your tippy toes, and you will see a big difference in your posture. Do it against a mirror. You will immediately see the difference. And then do while you're planking. So when you're breathing, just instead of breathing, just do for
Oh
those
my
10
God.
seconds, game changer.
Oh my God, that is
So that's what
amazing.
my yoga is all about. Like my classes and stuff, what I do, it is not purely, there are a lot of things which, I pick up from a lot of people also, because everybody has way so much knowledge. Then, me
Correct.
probably, I'm just a beginner. And I love going into Ashtanga Vinyasa. So Surya Namaskar is my one Vinyasa. But every Vinyasa has so many variations, so many techniques that your one going into Adho Mukh, that is your downward dog, to your Bhujang, can have 20 asanas in between.
I'm sure. And also, okay, so now tell us this. There are messages here. If I am okay, so Ridhima, should I read out the messages and we can continue talking?
Sure.
If I'm
Sure,
an
sure.
overall thin body, my only problem is the lower belly. That's a concern to me. Do they have to do the entire series, or do you have a special belly class itself that you were talking about, saying that you have like
So firstly,
is your postpartum class a belly class or?
No. So in postpartum, I help them regain their lower belly. I help them regain their strength. For me, strength is most important. Everything else will come. Lower belly comes. But all my other classes, core is consistent. So Kapalbhati is a part of every Surya Namaskar of mine. Nobody sits idle. The core is clenched throughout. Even if you're doing a warm-up, when you're sitting like this and you're sitting in a Namaste, your belly and core is clenched with a lot of reminders, because we often forget.
Correct. When I do Kapalbhati, my back hurts after some time.
Because posture. Okay. Now something like I will show you right now. If I'm sitting like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
Side. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people have this arch issue.
I have that arch
why?
issue.
Why? Core is weak. When I watch this, when I curl my arch and I straighten my back, there is no arch. This is when the core, your belly is weak. Squeeze it in, the back becomes straight. The lower back and the abs are so not abs, sorry, your core, your pelvic area, it is very, very connected. If you connect, if you learn to get a good back, and there are techniques to do that, lie down on your back, learn to squeeze the lower belly, your back has to be flat against your mat, you will learn to practice it.
So answer that question. Okay. My wrists hurt usually while doing a plank. I think that
it does, because you've not activated your wrists. Your wrists are busy on their phones, right? So you have not done anything to activate your wrist muscles. If you start very consistently doing basic stretches for your wrists, you will be perfect. It's consistency is key.
Okay, then Amira, tell us more. This is very interesting. So we spoke about we spoke about posture, we spoke about keeping your core active, and we spoke about tippy toe planks. What is the fifth trick you can give us?
See, tricks, these are basics, like really basics. Even like a forward bending if you're doing. Okay. Also, anytime you're doing a forward bending, till you do not practice sucking your core in, don't do it while forward bending. What happens, the people who have loose muscles, they will tend to get a pull. You know, there are a lot of times when you're doing like a forward bending, or if I'm doing a pose where I'm doing a butterfly and I suddenly go down, okay? And
you get
people
a
who are
catch
not used to, and you squeeze your belly in, you immediately get a catch. Why? Because your muscles are a little weak. So that time you should breathe in, breathe from your nose while going down, and just breathe. Okay, so now belly works, there are a lot of asanas for it. The asanas that I literally swear by, I will show you one which is called a beginner's level. I'm not showing you a little bit in the advanced level. You sit on your butt.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going a little bit more behind.
Yeah.
With my feet flattened on the floor.
Okay.
My palms next to my hips. Alright? My shoulders straightened. Posture is key no matter what I do. And I take my feet up. As simple, not as simple for people with a little weaker core. And you take your hands straight out. If you can't take your hands straight out, your palms go here. But once you learn to take your hands straight out, we pulse and stay.
And so
what happens when I'm doing this, I'm immediately squeezing my belly against my will.
Correct.
Okay, you're pushing the belly in, so it's a reminder to your belly, okay, it's time to squeeze it in. Also for people who, have back issue and they immediately can't start working and, hurting, something as simple as this. Okay, I'm lying down on my back, my feet are flat, take your palms flat against your ceiling. Okay, and as if somebody is pushing the ceiling is falling, just do this and you will see something so easy, curling your core immediately and your lower belly. Yeah.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is I
So there are many things.
No, I'm saying you should start a only belly class.
No, but only belly won't work now. You have to do a lot of other things. You have to do your Surya Namaskars. Getting a little cardio requires in your body for that weight loss to happen. But of course, for the tightening, there are a lot of things that you can do. A lot. Even this, and just squeezing your belly. The second you start, like especially now we just finished Diwali.
Correct.
We've all eaten lazy. Sugar affects belly immediately. And I love sugar. Immediately. Yeah. So the second you start in taking your water and you start squeezing your belly, you immediately will be more conscious of what you put in your belly because your belly is clenched. Imagine somebody's just put a tight patta around your wrist.
Correct.
There's something there, right? So you can't move. What happens in a fracture? Why do they hold you tight?
Correct.
But now the difference wearing a belt and actually pulling your core is huge.
I was just going to ask you that then can people do that wearing a corset? Is it the same
No,
effect?
so what happens is corset is external. It can be used as a reminder. Okay, squeeze your core because these are internal muscles.
Correct.
Hidden under a lot of layers of fat. So the corset will work for the fat, but it will do nothing for your muscle.
For the muscle. Lovely. Someone is saying, I don't know how to curl the belly. As Amira said, she showed us it takes time. Okay, show us. Perfect.
Okay, this is my belly. This is my belly loose. Yeah. Now tightening my glutes, squeezing my belly in, and curling, and it goes completely flat.
Correct. Got it. So Del134, I hope you got that.
It takes time. It is not something that you can just watch this and say like, okay, I learned how to curl my belly. If only it was so easy.
If only. But Amira, I keep saying Ridhima. But yes, Amira, this is fantastic. Really, really super helpful. Guys,
I'm glad.
Amira does take your classes.
Why? If I can teach you anything now, then meaning I've done something right today.
Curling belly, obviously I work on my pelvic floor all the time, but this curl, tippy toe and the was game changer. Complete.
So you try next time and tell me if it's making a difference.
I plank every day. Tomorrow in the plank.
So while you're planking, do the and see the difference.
I'm going to take a video of me planking, doing the
with
being on my tippy toes and seeing the difference of how my how my core and glutes and butt works, because I think that is fantastic. I mean, I've never tried that, and I think it's a game changer. And this Shishu also,
these small looks is something that we as teachers are looking at because the basics.
Correct.
But how do you become better than the basics is probably these small, instances which can really do.
So that is why I said that, I wanted you to come and talk about this, because these small little tricks, and I know how aware you are. I'm not using the word conscious. I know how aware you are of your body, I see that. So, who else than you to tell us how to be more aware of our body? You know what I'm saying? Like everyone told us, right? Hold your core, keep your core active, squeeze your butt when you walk, but you forget. You forget.
It's something that, so in my class, if a student is there or watching, from the warm up to the cool down, squeeze your belly, squeeze your belly, squeeze your belly, keep your core tight, curl. Like imagine I'm punching you. See, right now it's all virtual, it's online. But if I was physically present, I think I would be way more particular because they're game changers. If all you can do is squeeze, I'm not even telling you give me 100 crunches. I'm not telling you to do that.
I agree.
I'm only telling you to squeeze it in and see the difference. Especially for your lower belly because you don't want it hanging. You know, and there are people who have abs, they have their lower belly hanging.
There should be a wallpaper. There should be a pop socket. Squeeze it in.
Seriously, like I'm constantly like squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in, and it works. So,
and that's brilliant. That's amazing. So, guys, yes, Ridhima does teach. Amira does teach yoga, and you guys, I have tagged her handle as well. Her handle will be on the post too. I'm going to obviously save this live session. Thank you so much, Amira, for doing this.
Thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful.
It was amazing. And thank you, guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. I did for sure. Thank you so much. Good night.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. See you.
Hey guys, thank you for logging into Live with Vi. Subscribe to see more videos.